This is a Headgum podcast.
So that's how I found out the cops are in it. Everyone was in on it. Up and down.
Here's my surprise
whole
face.
fucking town.
Hey, hang on. Let me get my surprise face ready. Oh, wait. I can't because that's exactly what I expected to hear. The whole fucking thing is rotten.
So and we'll do the show in a minute.
We'll get it going.
No,
we want to get you up to speed just because this is so fucking dark.
This is scary. Yeah, I'm not new to this town. It's kind of scary. So just getting immediately.
You have no fucking idea. This
immediately what I was scared of.
It will eat you fucking nose to tail.
And, yeah.
I've been here 48 hours, man. I'm itching to leave, man. I got to be honest with you. I was hoping I was wrong.
Chew your asshole like bubble gum, man. It will chew your.
I feel like I'm hanging in a
like
fucking window in
gum.
Little Italy, and all the nonas are coming by to just fucking pick me over.
Oh my god!
Every little last scrap of me.
Every last nona is picking a piece off with her fucking withered fingers.
Oh man!
And just pop it in her mouth. A grazie.
I hate when they do that, man. They have those gnarled Italian fingers.
Yes, just for picking fingers, and it's not like a racist thing. It's like they actually are for them.
There's nothing racist going on.
No.
There's nothing
They're
xenophobic.
Good at. I'm saying they're good at like picking pieces of meat off. Yes.
Yeah, in that region they had grapes that were smaller, and so they had to
Yes.
kind of evolve longer, like fucked up little hands to take them out.
Having old, disgusting, gnarled hands is an honor. It's a badge of honor. You know what I mean?
And you guys are like
my meat.
Friends with them, or you like
you know them?
Well, yeah, Italians and Greeks. You're talking just ethnically, yes.
Yeah, you guys are like.
We are.
Could say
they're
you're
Catholic
Greek.
heretics.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we obviously believe in the one true church, the Greek Orthodox Church. So that
The main one. I love that.
that is a little problem we
I
had.
knew there was one.
That's the only issue. And also, they don't do flat. We're not a big pizza culture. And they don't barbecue enough for my taste, the Italians.
Yeah.
Maybe Italian Americans do, but everything's in the kitchen. Go outside, get a little fresh air.
Right?
You know what I mean? And in fact, the Nona fingers, I don't know if you're in Jersey, they're getting regular because they don't go outside and pick meat off anymore.
They're
not doing that.
Getting soft.
They're kind of
getting
becoming
very soft and
Americanized.
regular. Yeah.
Sort of
I'll
like-
dap them up. You do you dap them
You
up.
dap
and,
up an
you
old grandma and you
feel
just
their
feel-
fingers and you're like, fuck,
What
these
the
are
fuck is
regular
this?
as fuck.
These are just normal fingers.
Yeah, you hear about people doing obviously fill in the ethnicity face or whatever.
Right.
Yes.
But
Right.
now what we're seeing
Right.
is these Jersey fingers.
Jersey.
You know what I
Right.
mean? Which is like they're pretending.
They've been over here too long.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not saying like go back, but like maybe spend a little time in both places.
Is that
you know what I
is
mean?
that the worst thing in the world? And that's what I'm saying. Stay how you are when you came to this country.
So now
Yes.
it's so
Don't try and
bad
trick
to say
everyone.
let's honor our traditions
Yes.
and maybe
Thank
even
you.
go all the way back.
Go
Not that
all
you
the way
have
back.
to, but
No.
maybe do.
But it's an option you should have, and you should
And
really,
now,
really
they're
seriously
you're
consider.
Yes, of course.
I think that.
it's like take a good hard long look at it and maybe do it as
And do-
well.
yeah, I mean,
because
look
if you just stop and think without all this, take off the woke glasses and the DEI
disgusting.
helmet and the liberal
I hate that. And we're gonna get
leftist,
going soon, 'cause
I wanna
talk- I don't wanna-
jacket.
Vest, waistcoat.
Yeah.
The vest, the waist, the cummerbund and the sash,
Oh,
etc.
dude.
And just be a person and just go, would it be kind of nice to go back?
Do I belong here?
Is
this
this
many types of
feeling
people?
good?
Right.
Is it feeling good for me or anyone else?
Right.
Or am
So
I
we'll
a
do the
big
show,
bitch
and
who's
this is-
annoying?
And
Like
this
Yeah.
is them right now. You hear that?
Oh man.
here
You
it
hear
goes,
those
cops
guys
everybody,
everywhere.
every single one.
Yeah, sorry,
These
let's
guys
get
have been
into it.
talking all this fucking crap about me.
Mhm.
Really the firefighter specifically, and everyone's like, "Oh, they like."
And these are Hollywood firefighters.
Yes.
Firefighter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And so the fires happen. So everyone's like, "Oh, there's like they're so fucking great," and like they're now using that.
I hate that.
Yep.
You know, like to say all this fucking shit about me.
Just a little
About you
bit, just a
specifically.
little bit of breathing room. Yeah, a lot of the incarcerated firefighters actually
Mhm.
have been going hard on Hayes. And
I
like,
see that.
it's
Oh,
just
I
been
saw
like-
that post you made about they shouldn't get any money or anything like that.
Well, look, they should get money for some stuff.
But for the firefighting, you're saying
I've been doing this thing. You know how David Blaine can do all this
Yeah.
amazing stuff?
one of the
He's-
greatest entertainers.
He's
Yes.
fucking psycho.
He's sick, dude.
I
He's so
love
sick.
it, but I'm scared of some of it.
Right.
Yeah.
I think he's like knows the devil or something because some of
Right.
this shit that he's doing is like not human, not okay.
Right.
But I'm riveted.
But
Yep,
maybe
yep.
he's just the most normal guy,
Oh
and
my
he's
God.
just like testing the limits of what used to be like normal human endurance.
Yeah.
And we've all got like basically Jersey fingers, and we're just all like soft.
Oh my
No,
God.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been kind of testing this shit out. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like, can I reach these same frontiers? So I've just been lying face down in my pool
Okay.
to like see if I can get to that place.
just getting reps, just putting
Yes.
up,
Holding
putting
your
up
breath.
shots every day.
Exactly.
Just
Yep.
face down in the pool. Yeah.
How wrinkly like your front can get.
all of that.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's gotten so boring to me that I'll basically fucking fall asleep at there.
Wow.
Mhm.
In
It's
the
just
pool.
like it's so boring. I'm gonna fucking fall asleep. That's how bored
It's
I am.
nothing.
That's a
Night,
good
night.
This
sign
guy's a
though in
soldier.
terms
Yes.
of blaming yourself. Like
Oh,
if you're
yeah.
already
Oh,
getting
yeah.
bored by it.
Because he looks like so bored all the
He's
time.
in that
Like,
ice.
Yeah.
I heard he
doesn't
was
give a
actually
fuck.
sleeping. They had to edit, they did CGI on his eyes to make them look open because he was actually just napping.
The
He was
rest
in
of
that
it
hot ice.
is real. The rest of it is real. But the one special effect is they had to open his eyes
had to
because he
open his-
fell asleep
yep.
through the entire thing. He was so bored.
Yeah.
And so they send these firefighters to come get me before I'm even done.
Oh my God.
And
In the middle of your training.
Oh,
yes,
my
in the middle
God.
of my training. And so
Talk about people who are jealous of David Blaine,
Yep.
right? The firefighters.
They made their whole fucking job. Oh, I'm gonna do something dangerous.
yes,
But you didn't even.
That's right.
You didn't
Nobody
even plan
buys
it.
tickets,
and
to
now they
see
stop
it.
you
Right.
anytime
Nobody-
you try
yeah.
to like test your endurance. Like they say, oh, we
Well,
need to put a stop to this.
I think we all know.
and we need to get paid. So this is my thing.
And you know what's so fucked up about it, man? It's
Go off.
even the firefighters in this town need attention. Because
Yes.
you were finally,
so much.
it had finally
Jesus.
calmed down, right? We get it. It was bad. Thank you for putting them out.
Oh,
but
it's
it's been a month, and so now you're trying to get you're not even looking for attention. You're just, one day
No.
you're going to be
Check out
David
this
Blaine.
joke. Check out this
Yeah.
joke.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so damn thirsty, firefighters. Why don't you turn that big hose around and take a drink?
They, I mean,
Because
they
you want
should.
so much attention.
Yeah.
You're
They
thirsty.
honestly should.
They really fucking
thirsty
should.
Yeah.
they are.
So
Go
that- I'm
put on
so
the
sorry to
hydrant.
hear
You could
that.
do the hydrant as the joke as well.
That's good, man.
and they're
Yeah.
trying to.
Hey, can I
like stuff.
can I get that? Are you going to use that?
Dog.
Have we started?
Okay.
Have we
It's
started
all-
going?
It's
We have
we
started
should
going.
start soon.
Because I'm
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
on
did you
tour
start?
and I need stuff, man.
And they had said that that he's going to come in here and he really needs some.
I need
he needs
stuff.
some
Is the
stuff.
word out?
Yeah.
Can we not put this in? Because my act is dog shit
It's
right now.
bottom of the barrel.
I have a new hour, and I'm robbing these people in these theaters.
Well, you're
And let's
generating a
just
new
not-
hour every
yeah.
couple years or something.
The
right?
hours
Yeah.
get longer.
The
don't
hours get
they?
longer.
It kind of feels like they're supposed to say it's an hour, right? But they get fucking
And the
long.
expectations
as hell.
of these crowds, you know.
I know it's like okay, it's a theater. It costs $100 when you think about parking and a babysitter and all that stuff. It's like I don't have to have my shit completely buttoned up. Get
Yes.
off my dick.
And
Buy
you
the
could fucking
tickets.
laugh a little longer too. Like if I'm supposed to be up here doing this,
that
whole
would fill
fucking
the
show,
hour.
That would
if you
fill
would just
the hour.
laugh. If I could get 6 or 7, you know, joke-ish areas, and then you just laugh for a long time at them.
A minute a laugh.
Everybody
Is
leaves
that
it-
so fucking much
It's
to
healthy.
ask?
It's
And
healthy.
it's good for you. Your lungs and shit like that.
Oh my God,
Don't even
the
get me fucking
calories.
started, man. So I
No,
think I'm
I
gonna
don't
do
want
that.
to.
I think I'm gonna do the fire hydrant. Turn that into
You're
your
gonna
mouth.
turn that
Hydrant,
You're
you
gonna
like
do
better
that
than
one,
hose?
yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think hydrants. There's more
Hose
evocative.
is almost a little bit like sounds like you're telling them to suck their own dick,
Right.
too. You know what I mean?
which
Which
isn't
I don't
bad.
think. Well,
That's not bad.
now I'm realizing that's
now I'm
pretty
thinking
funny.
that might maybe I go back to hose.
Pretty good image.
And then I'm like, hey, while that hose is in your mouth, why don't you put your own dick in your mouth?
But there's something
Okay,
already
so
in.
yeah.
Like,
But
why,
take-
why
you're
would that
right.
be the
The
time?
hose would be the
That's-
dick was what
you're
I was
right.
thinking, but
I'm saying take the hose. Okay.
Take it
oh,
out.
you try
take the
kinda like what
hydrant
you're
out of your
doing to
mouth and
become
stick your
David
hose
Blaine.
in it.
Training.
Oh, not that
the
hose.
Training.
hose. Yeah.
Take the hydrant out
It's
and
like
stick your
having a-
hose in it, not that
Okay.
hose. the
other
hose
on your dick.
Yeah.
Or no, I guess your dick, not
It's
the
like
hose
being
on
in
your
an
dick.
on-deck
Doesn't have
circle
to
with
have
a
yeah.
donut on your back, you know?
Right.
By the
right.
time you just stick your dick in there, it feels
feels
so
easy. You have a
so
whole
light.
hose. You're sucking a whole
Yeah.
fire
Oh,
hose.
yeah.
You put a man's cock in there, it's like nothing. That's good, guys.
So
can we get going now? And I don't want any
No,
of that.
I mean,
Let's
like-
get going and you use
'Cause I got
that.
the
I wanna
dream
talk
boat
about the
tour.
firefighters.
I want people to think I have my shit together.
I want to talk about these
'Cause I need to
firefighters
sell
for one
these
more
tickets.
second.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah,
they,
yeah.
Nobody's gonna
like,
fucking listen.
I didn't know what they were saying because
Mhm.
they speak Spanish. I don't know, is that racist? Like they were speaking
No,
Spanish. Like that's bad to say.
that's just a fact. I guess facts are just what happens is racist now.
No, it is like at this point to say that someone is speaking Spanish is all of a sudden they line up a fucking firing squad
Oh
and
my
shoot
God.
you a million times in the chest with
Just for
bullets.
saying what happened.
So I get my Ring camera footage and I take it to the library to kind of ask them if it's even okay to ask what these
Right.
guys are saying. Is that
Yes.
am I even allowed to ask?
Mhm.
And that's you took it to the library, like you plugged it into like a computer at the library, or you just showed it to.
I just gave them the camera and said, like,
Okay.
you fucking figure
Figure
out what
this
to do
out.
with this.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like,
Do the- you know what I mean?
you know, you Poindexter, like you're supposed
Right.
to have read all these books. You figure out how
You're
to.
the information,
It's just
you
off
know.
there.
Okay.
ward.
Yep.
And so they said that the firefighters are saying, "Mira esa nalgona,"
Mm-hmm.
over and over again. Mira esa nalgona, which is like, I guess it's like a woman with a big round ass.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
About me.
Oh,
Because-
what were you wearing?
Look at the woman with the big round ass.
Look at
Yeah,
that woman with
yeah.
a big round ass. And
Yeah.
so
But it's
I
just
guess
that
when
it's
I
up high because you're in the water.
and I was like, why would they even say that? And the librarians are like, well, when you're face down in the pool, which is also on the Ring camera footage, you end up drifting over to your pool filter area, and the suction part of it is like your ass kind of gets sucked on for a long time
So it
while you're in there, both
plumps up.
cheeks, and so by the
Yeah.
time like they're talking about, and you can see it right now.
And the
like,
librarian was telling you this, that they have like that happens to them or something, or they just read a book about
I
it?
was just like, they said this is what they're saying. I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? Well, they're obviously talking about how your ass is.
what
how
they're
you look
seeing
up
on the
ass,
video
big
footage
and
is this
round.
big, juicy, swollen.
And it's still like
Yeah.
that. They say like take a little spin, like
like
it's
Uh-huh.
it's still like that.
whoa.
Because I got the filter that's like, you want the best filter.
You got the best filter, so it's rated for a pool bigger than yours, so it's sucking harder.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
but
I
it's
see.
like, okay, it's expensive to get the best filter. What's really expensive is not using the pool because
Right.
it's dirty.
Yeah, that's
know
when
what I
you're
mean?
actually wasting money. So it's an investment to get a nice filter. And yeah, I guess technically it's rated for like an Olympic-sized swimming pool,
Mhm.
and what you have is a pretty thin
The grotto.
lane. Yeah,
Okay.
It's a thin,
it's a very skinny
So what are we saying? Like
pool, and it's
3 feet by 8 feet.
it's like a gray. It's like a coffin. I mean, it's
Okay,
about the
so
size of a
2 feet
which
by
like
4
David
feet?
Blaine honestly would like this because like
enough
I
for your
basically
body.
a
I
coffin
only
filled
need
with
enough
water.
room to
Yeah,
kind of go
it's- yeah.
face down into it. I don't even need to be fully stretched out. I'm
But you're,
kinda,
you kind of. So your feet, if you stretched out, your feet would be out of it.
I'm on my knees with like kind of my shit sticking up in the air.
Oh, so your
and back
ass was
and
kind of.
kind of
I
out a little
see.
bit, but kind of.
So if like you're looking at it from a flat vantage point, all you would see was a big juicy ass
Just
popping
that would
out,
getting
popping
sucked
out of
on.
it. Yeah.
sucked on by the filter, just
Yeah.
absolutely
sort
juiced
of like
up.
vibrating, yeah. Because
Oh,
the
right, with the-
filter's like, yeah,
with
kind
the
of, like,
filter.
flopping the skin around,
Mhm.
and then he's in like a mahogany pool.
Oh, it's mahogany too.
Mhm.
It's not like it's
with like
a wood-
cushioning inside.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
There's cushioning inside.
Yeah, it's
Whoa, that's
It's a really comfy
this is a
pool.
fucking wild town. I gotta say, man.
This
You guys
town
got
of
mahogany.
Well, the firefighters are crazy.
They
you know?
are,
I mean,
and they're talking
they're
about
out of
your ass on
control
your
trying
own
to
now.
score
property.
points off of
because
like,
they're jealous that you're
Yes.
blaming, and you're gonna get. You're gonna eventually get
Mhm.
all this attention
Mhm.
that these motherfuckers are still just for doing their job.
Yeah,
We need
I gotta
a
get
new
to fucking
plane.
New York.
You
man.
gotta
you know
get
what
to
I
New
mean?
York,
like
man.
I hit like this is where the people
Real
are, like,
shit,
actual
man.
real
Real
people,
fucking
man.
Actual
shit.
fucking human beings, man,
Absolutely.
and pizza rats as well.
Oh, dude, those little guys running around.
But you're here. You're just here for
Yeah, we going now?
yeah. You want to go? Yeah,
Can we
let's
Get
go.
it
In a
fired
minute.
up.
1
Let's
minute,
get
yep.
it
Okay,
going.
all
Yeah,
right.
1 minute from now.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Cool.
Beautiful.
Welcome to Hollywood Handbook.
everybody? It's Insider's Guide to Kicking Butt and Dropping Names in the Red Cover Line back. Oh, is this interesting? We call showbiz. We got a wild one for you today. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're talking to my main man, Stavros.
Stavy baby.
Hey, how we doing, guys?
Come on, bitch. Get in here. We like to bust chops. We fuck around.
chicks.
Oh,
Hey, man,
I'm
you've been
sucking
dropping
and
the
fucking.
hammer on the
Yeah.
fucking ass.
Well, I don't know if you guys know. I'm on a tour, and it's going good.
Uh-oh.
People are talking
okay.
about how tight the hour is. These whores can't get enough. They're coming into the green room. They're sucking on me. You wouldn't believe the type of shit
That
we're
feels
doing.
so good when they do it with their mouth on your whole area.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And they specifically were talking about just how good the jokes are, how I don't need to add anything to the act. And that's what they love. And
That's the rumor. The book on you is out, my friend.
What can
Everybody
I
in town
say?
talking about
I'm
like,
blushing, but
it's
what
a
can I say?
suckable hour.
So this is the kind of hour that's going to make you want to
Not
suck.
a
you wanna-
wasted word.
Yeah.
Oh, it's sort of like it's like the Hemingway of stand-up comedy. Just
Yeah.
word economy.
So
it hits
efficient.
you.
Nothing showy. Nothing
No.
show off. You walk away blown away.
Right.
And blowing on something
Yeah.
else.
Well, if you're lucky.
but yeah. But
They
you,
can't
but,
all suck me.
But you, well, that's right. You know,
Right.
get in line, everybody. But there is something about it where it's so simple, so devilishly, deviously simple at
Thank you
first,
so much for
and
saying
you
that.
leave, and your whole brain just expands in this way of like, oh my gosh, comedically, this guy is working on this entire other level.
And you listen to this
Thank
guy
you,
and you
guys.
think just a few years ago he's doing a podcast?
Wait a minute,
Right.
this is the podcast guy? I thought he
Right.
was some goofball.
Right. And people walk away and I'm not necessarily going for the whole truth, and mind expansion thing, but
Oh.
if it happens, what am I going to do? Stop it?
You just sort
Oops,
yep.
changed
Mhm.
your life. Sorry.
Oops, whole new perspective.
Mm.
And that's, the Dreamboat Tour tickets on sale now. Go get them, folks.
I'll never look at, and I don't want to spoil any of your material. I want
Thank
people
you.
to pay. I will never look at a Starburst package the same way
Thank
again.
you. Yeah. Well, I just want to say, why are there so many fucking yellows?
Well,
I mean, I don't want to get going, and thank you for not spoiling the closer,
but I literally, and that's just something that I encounter in my daily life, and from now on, every time I see it,
never
I will
noticed that.
You're
before.
Count them up.
boy.
There's
And I
more
still
yellows
haven't.
than you
I
think.
I did count them, and it seemed normal to me.
And it's
but
not
I,
always true, but when it happens,
Okay,
and it's on,
okay.
it's when you just need
Okay.
a nice pink and red the most that you get yellows.
But
it
it's
feels
either
like.
either I'll be going,
Stop it!
oh,
Stop
it's
making me
not
do
true
my
this
act, man.
time, or either I'll be going, oh, it is, but I'm
Right.
always gonna
Right.
be. You're gonna be with me. My buddy Stavi's gonna be with me every time I eat them.
Yep, and that's what we're going for, man. Thank you so
It's
much for saying
fucking
that.
wild.
And I just thank you for having me, fellas. Truly, I'm
Oh
trying to
my
break
God.
into
Oh,
this,
you
and you
honor
guys are the
me.
senseis of this
Oh,
whole damn
you
thing.
We're
honor
trying to break
me.
into this too, and
Come
that's
on.
what I actually wanted to talk to you about because you were
Yes.
doing this podcast for all this time
with some buddies.
Yep,
with your buddies, right? It's just the
Yep.
buddies fucking hanging
just
out.
buddies
Chopping
hanging
it
out,
up,
chopping
right?
it up.
Oh, somebody brought a mic in here. Okay,
I guess.
we're gonna do the same shit I always do. And then what ends up happening? You start going on tour. You doing movies,
Right. Let's start a cult on
You're
Hulu.
on TV.
Going, then the
Tires.
show with tires.
Yeah,
Sure.
not
It's a
TV,
whirlwind.
But it's like
Yeah, it's not. I guess
it's a fucking
the
web
equivalent.
Series. It's a fucking
It's a-
web series, but
Fucking
like
glorified YouTube channel.
Yeah, in
but-
some ways, it's a glorified YouTube
Yeah.
channel for sure.
it's on the fucking computer.
yeah.
It's a web series. Okay,
It's
that's not
close.
TV to me.
It's not TV. We do not do Mindy and whoever the fuck's George and Mindy's first marriage. We're not doing those
George
kinds of
and
numbers.
Mindy's first marriage.
We're not doing that type of shit.
Mhm.
And listen, I'm the first to admit that.
Mhm.
But it's still pretty cool to just be a guy. I'm just a humble East Coast guy trying to come into Hollywood, trying to see the two,
And the idea to
the Hollywood
have
senseis.
George Pataki and Mindy Kaling get married on a TV show.
And-
I was shocked.
Yeah, and to open it with just a hardcore penetrative
is.
intercourse was
It-
because
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
quite the image. You have to
not what
admit.
I'm
Yeah,
used to
as you
seeing
just-
on
yeah.
network TV.
She goes, guess I
Let's
won't
put
be
it-
wearing white. You know what I mean? Just kidding.
Oh man, that was
Jesus.
awesome.
Yeah. No, that was interesting, but it's like it's a hard joke right away. It drops you into the world. It wakes you up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a hot cup of coffee.
Absolutely.
You know, he says, and
After he nuts.
yeah, right after he finishes nutting from his member.
But so I get it's
Right.
like for me
Crazy
it's like
show.
I'm watching you do this and I'm like, when do you know when to not do the podcast anymore? When
The first podcast.
When to
Right.
start doing
Come
To launch, to transition into bigger.
a movie or TV stuff, and
When is the time
and
right for
how
that?
did you decide which one of you was gonna go
Right.
do that?
Well,
you
okay,
know,
but we actually did rock, paper, scissors. And so
Wow.
we had all decided it was over, and we said rock, paper, scissors, who doesn't get any Patreon money anymore. And I was trying not to be the guy. But I did
you
lose.
lost.
I did lose, and I did
You
lose all the
lost.
Patreon money for years.
Yeah.
We're now back. You know, we had now Come Town as an archive. Check it out. We record after finishing.
That's awesome. I'm trying to be a fucking archive.
And that's the thing.
I'm looking
God
to get
bless.
in my archive era.
Right.
I'd say, like, I'm telling God to send me the fucking ark to
Yep.
get, like sail me out of here.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And look, probably will it make any money? No, because what kind of person just keeps paying for something that there will be nothing new of? I guess we're gonna find out
But
soon.
then he checks.
That's what Rocket Money's for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I hear
mean-
they do really good when you have subscriptions.
They clean that
They
shit
were
up.
really good at cleaning.
But this
it up.
always
They
happens
get
to me.
in
I'm
there.
like, this is probably not going to make any money. Then I check my fucking Charles Schwab app. Oops.
Uh-oh.
through the roof.
Oopsie.
That must be good. And that's the kind of shit I'm here to learn too. Is like, you guys are fucking. You're investing. You're doing all this type of shit.
Oh my
I'm a
God.
simple.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yes.
stand-up that
Yes.
accidentally did a couple things.
You
I don't know
fell
what to do
into
with
the
my
damn
money.
thing. Yeah.
I'm in here. I'm scared. I'm scared. I will admit this. I'm afraid of Los Angeles,
Mhm.
and I'm afraid someone's going to try and take advantage of me to put me on because like you said, I'm on a YouTube fucking web series.
You're on a, yeah.
Is someone
Well,
going to
man,
make me eat their
sketch,
pussy to get
skit
on
thing.
TV? I'm scared of that kind of shit.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Because they
bully you
say
into
a lot of the
doing
times
that.
on TV with the TV deal, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna give you a bunch of money," but
Right.
actually they take every.
They take it
fucking
all
thing
from you.
They take it all.
They
and-
rob
yeah.
you.
They
And if you guys have
perform
experienced
tunneling,
that,
yes, yeah.
They
right?
fucking like
Yeah.
home invade
Yeah.
you the whole shit.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
gun up your nose.
Oh fuck.
Where is it?
Right.
Take your celebrity network.
And they
to
already
0.
took it all. They already took it all. They still send the home invaders to put a
That's
gun
so fun.
up your nose.
Just as like just as a reminder, if you get anything else,
Mhm.
we're taking
That's
it.
And they
ours
do this
too.
thing where, like,
Yeah.
when you're like getting ready to go on, they're like, "Hey, your nose is looking a little like tiny." You know, what I
Really?
mean?
They tell
we
you
might
that?
need to get the holes expanded a little bit. Like that's what looks
It's
good on
gonna
TV
really
these
pop on
days.
camera. If we could get those nose holes a little bit,
Oh,
that's
fuck.
what audiences really
So
respond
hold
to.
on.
They're just
Are
making
you guys
room
ser-
for
they
the,
do that
yeah.
to a lot of people. I was just I think I did a general with Jash and they were telling me I have to get my nose big as fuck. Are they still around
I
even or
wish
did I
you
meet
called me before you talked to Jash.
Oh fuck.
if
dude.
only we could have gotten there before you got to Jash.
Fuck, dude.
Contractually,
But they meet you.
have-
They meet you when you're getting off the plane. Josh is
Yeah.
there with the Stav written on the
Yeah.
on the
And I'm actually
whiteboard.
now that I'm thinking about it,
Yeah.
it really was just a guy at the plane.
Yeah.
And the meeting
His
was
name
at a
is
Mendocino
Jash.
Farms. It wasn't really in
Yes.
an office or anything like that.
Yeah.
And we don't have that on the East Coast. I'm starstruck.
You don't know.
Oh, yeah,
What the fuck is
sure.
Mendo? You know what I mean?
Mendocino, no.
I'm seeing. I'm like,
The idea of a
Is Tom Cruise
picturesque
gonna come?
farm where
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
grow,
No.
Cuban sandwiches.
No,
And so
no,
he's
no.
got
It's
me-
short for mendometriosis.
Oh,
like,
no.
It's like they're actually farming.
oh fuck,
It's like
dude.
fucking Wuhan in there.
He had
Like,
the calipers out. He was looking at my nose. I
Yes.
thought that was just
Yeah.
what it
Yes.
takes.
Well, this
I'm
town
so
man,
happy I'm so happy we did this, dude.
This town man, check this out. Ass, grass, or Jash. Nobody gets to perform for free. You know, that's
Oh my
just
God.
the way they do it. And you know, I don't know if you got off easy or hard with that one, but
We'll find out.
You gotta.
I'm gonna
You owe
switch
them
hotels.
their pound of flesh,
Yeah, you gotta
and
get
it's
out of
nose flesh. It's nostril
Yeah.
It's
lining.
not, and I have
Yeah.
a pretty big nose already, but
I'm not gonna. I don't like that.
No,
I've
hole
stopped
big enough
talking
for them
about
at
who
this point.
does or doesn't
Right.
on the show.
Right.
Have any particular features?
Mhm.
Big nose, crazy eyes,
Right. Cranial
diameter,
diameter.
disgusting feet or gross, greasy skin.
Did you get kind of popped?
And some people are coming in here just like, it's like they're begging us to talk about it.
Oh,
you know
God.
what I mean?
These stinky fucking scumbags.
Everyone who
come
comes in
rolling
here.
They're real.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm so sorry to hear about
sick
that.
to my stomach, and I go, can I at least talk about it on the
Yes.
show?
Right.
But it's like, no, you're not supposed to anymore.
Mhm.
You're
That's
not
so
supposed
fucked
to.
up because they're muzzling you, and you're one of the last voices we have that is actually talking about what's going on in here.
And I'm literally just looking and saying what I see, which I guess used to be legal. It's hard to remember, but
Yes.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah. No, of course.
Yeah, I'm
And-
saying what I see.
And we're talking about like John Hodgman. Comes
Yeah,
in.
dude.
He's
man.
got what I thought was a Coke toenail just from
yeah.
looking at it.
Mhm.
And you have the same camera angle that we have on your podcast, I've noticed. Like,
Right.
where you get the whole thing.
You get the
know
whole
what I mean?
thing. Yep.
That's what they're paying for.
Of
honestly.
course.
Like,
So
you know,
so Hodgman's out here toes out.
Oh yeah,
he's out here with one. I mean, it's busted through his keds. He's
Oh
got
my
like such a
God,
long.
yeah.
And I thought it was.
he's
for
got a
Coke.
pair of cads, and he, I guess, cut a hole around it, but it
Mhm.
doesn't look like it started by it. Just it had frayed so much from the toenail. And I first thing I said, do you want to take that off? Do you want me to take that for you? Like I have
The
my
shoe.
hand out. No,
The toenail?
no, his big ass fucking schnoz. Here I go again. But I thought he was wearing the fucking
Right.
prosthetic from Maestro or some shit. I'm like, oh, okay. I go, hey, you want me to hold that for you while we do
Yeah.
the show? Because we film it. I know you don't
Right.
want to look like that.
Mhm.
He's like, this is my real face. And just like, I was a PC, you know? And
Yeah.
it's just like,
Oh,
And I
right,
go,
right to
the
the
PC
PC.
does
instant,
it, yeah.
instant.
Because he
Yeah,
acts like
no.
he's done with it, but when push
Oh
comes
my
to
Like
God.
it's
shove,
just this thing that
he
he fell
drops
into.
it.
It's
Yeah,
like, no,
yeah,
when
yeah.
it serves him, that's who he
Right.
is.
And I could tell now he's mad at me for not bringing it up, like
Right.
right away.
Right.
So he has to do it. It's like, okay.
yeah.
But
God,
the nail
Fucking
is for.
honker on that guy's
Yeah.
face, man.
Mhm.
Oh,
I mean-
I could barely look at it. I was like, if he fucking sneezes, this whole operation's going under.
Mm-hmm.
Find a new location for Headgum. Jesus Christ, man.
Dude.
This guy's fucking face has an active volcano in the middle of it.
So you're
I could not believe the size
You-
of
are
his
you-
nose. I
this
wish
is
I
good
wasn't
shit.
saying this
If
because
my-
I'm not supposed to talk about this anymore.
Wait, are you?
Yeah.
Do you want to shut down from it? Are you looking
Well,
for some stuff to
I
do
was
about
gonna
John Hodgman?
say, if my hour wasn't as tight, I would take this and run with it, man. And so just in case if anybody comes to a show and they happen to see that I did 5 minutes on a guy with a big nose, I had that already. I'm not stealing this. I already had this kind of thing. So it's just like
it's a
just guys
vivid
that are sort of-
description,
yeah.
you know what I mean? And just like you can obviously I'm not even supposed to talk about it.
Right.
So like if you want to use it, it's like we probably should cut it out because you know
yeah, okay. Well,
I
if
think
we're
he
gonna,
had
if
just
we're
flown
gonna,
in from
if we're gonna
Paris,
cut
and I
this-
was like, "Did you bring the Eiffel Tower with you? God
Holy
damn it! It's in the middle of your
Chill,
fucking
dude.
face, man."
That's good shit.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh Jesus Christ, this guy has a runny nose in here. I'm gonna need a life jacket
Holy
because
fuck.
so much liquid would come out of this big thing." But I shouldn't say it, you know.
And the
So if you
nail
wanna
was
do
so
it-
big, I thought it's because he has to do so much more blow, you know,
For that
'cause he's got just to
to
so
match
it-
up with the size of the
feed
that
its
makes
appetite,
so much
you know what
sense.
I mean?
Yeah.
But he said it's for mescaline.
He's
Yeah.
taking mescaline with his toenails.
I didn't know that
nail.
you even needed like a nail for. I
I
don't
didn't
really
think
know.
I was
I'm not
part
into
of it.
that type
Like,
of shit.
My
That wacko
idea was
Hollywood
that was
shit.
not
Right?
That's
part
not
of
for
it.
me, man.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
guess it's like goo. I guess it like comes in kind of like a goopy form.
Oh, cool.
And like it's like that helps you
No,
measure
it's interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
look,
educational.
Academically, I'm interested in it. I'm a curious guy, you know, and so I like that's the kind of thing about stand up. And you said you're not allowed to say it. That's sort of like what we're sort of like these warriors on the frontier, and we're the only ones that are kind of we're beating them back with our swords. And instead of sword, you know, it's not a physical sword. It's like jokes about
It's
Oh,
sort
yeah.
of words
groups with big noses and stuff like that.
Yes,
you know?
but you're actually the sword is made out of truth,
It's
which is
made
the only
out of
thing more
truth.
powerful than steel.
That's
yes?
so fucking
and you're
true.
plunging it into the center of the audience's chest.
These are incredible insights. And I know you guys are heavy Hollywood insiders, that kind of thing. You should think about putting together a one-man show. That's
I
all I'm
worship
saying.
stand-up. I love stand-up. I'm not brave enough to do it. You and just the sword up there.
And that's
I
what we've been
can't
talking. And
do
that's
it.
basically what you did is take your
Right.
podcast and like turn it into a one man show.
I turned it into
But
a
we're
one-man
saying
show.
which which
how do
one?
we do it?
Like
And,
which
one gets to do it? And then
rock paper scissors. We're too like synced up on that shit. Like,
Two
we're
Oh,
never
you would
gonna-
if you did. So you're telling me if you guys play rock paper
Let's
scissors
do
for
it
like
right
2
now.
hours,
Like,
you would do scissors every
rock,
time?
paper, scissors.
Wow.
same thing.
So how long have you guys done the
See,
same?
you feel how tired we are doing that?
It's
We've done it
exhausting.
so
You've been
many
doing. You've
times.
tried this, unbeknownst to you, that's how we decided who quits Cumtown. You guys have been trying to do
We
this.
just
We've
needed
been
something
trying,
that seemed
yeah.
fair.
Right.
And it's like it's too fair because we already know like it's going to be scissors.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's
and
gonna
no
be
one's ever thought to
scissors.
not do scissors.
The first person who does it, that's a fucking death sentence.
Because then,
it could be
then it
paper.
could be paper.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're so fucking.
we're gonna decide at the same time to not do it one day.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And I imagine we'll probably both go paper.
yeah, damn. And then the whole cycle starts over again.
Because I want him to like look at this fucking guy.
yeah,
Have
I
you
would
seen
love-
this guy?
I would love
know.
for this guy to have his own thing,
Right.
to be thriving. Because you talked about a one-man show. What we have now is like a two-man show,
Right.
kind of like a 3.5-man show in some ways.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's really not cutting it in terms of feeling good about it.
Right.
And so I'd love for this guy to finally get a
Kind of do
win.
his thing. Yeah.
And this guy, I mean, it needs to be now.
Needs to be
If
now.
it's gonna
Yeah.
happen, it's got to be.
I didn't want to
right
say that
now.
I came a little early and you were both actually in the bathrooms crying separately. And so it felt like there was.
Then
This is about the
you should
fire?
have seen what was going on before that.
Yeah.
No, the crying is the last
Thank
step.
God.
Kind of pulled it together.
God, you
Oh,
came
that's-
in when you did. We were
Okay.
just crying in
Yeah.
there.
Well, I don't know. I just heard sobs, and that's okay. Everyone, you're artists. You feeling your emotions is such a big part of it. So
Yes,
that's why there are two in
well,
there.
can I actually say
And they were
this?
very into a
You can't.
gendered
Shut up.
bathroom thing,
Right.
you know? And
Shut up.
And
He
that's
said,
good.
"Can I say this?" And that's our guest who asked that. You can say this.
I really appreciate. I was gonna say if stand up feels, and I think you're right. We're incredibly brave, and it's the kind of art form that people should respect first and foremost. And if you
they
don't
would
feel
have
enjoying
had you
it sometimes.
burning
I'm
at the
scared.
stake.
Yeah.
200 years ago, you would have been on the fucking
Joan
stake.
of Arc
Oh,
and
who,
still making them laugh up there.
on the way out.
Yeah.
And so if you don't
That's
feel
just
that
an
you're
audience.
Talk
for
about
you.
They don't know what Starburst is probably back then.
no, but we
like,
could have figured
they
something
get it.
out.
They get the
meat
idea.
pies or something.
Yeah, there's
back
probably
then.
something with meat pie, just like the.
And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, there's rat. I get these pies.
Yeah.
I wanted meat. Why are there
There's-
always radish
Mhm,
pies?
Radish.
Something like
the
that.
amount of
There's
radish.
so many
I'll do a little more
radish
research, and
pies.
that's the thing that people don't know
This
about
is
stand-up.
supposed-
There's a lot of research involved,
A
right?
lot of it is the
Mhm.
library.
They don't see
huh?
that.
You like the guy who does fucking Nosferatu or whatever, how he reads about all the
Yeah.
shit, the director. We're like that with our jokes.
Bob
yeah.
And
Eggers,
so
yeah.
Eggers, we're sort of like that.
Mm-hmm.
I am anyway, because I take it
Eggers.
seriously, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
So I was gonna say, if you guys,
well, Eggers can't be choosers.
that's so true. That's also true, and that's good.
That's
You've
true,
been on
and
the
it's
board with
good.
a couple bangers. Eggers can't be choosers. You're catching up.
It's 2-1.
2-1.
It's not a contest.
It's not a contest, so I'm
Only
sorry.
32
It's
minutes
If
in.
it
It's
was,
already
I'd have a
fucking
little
2-1.
2-1. It's a soccer
This
game.
barn burner.
This is
So-
Offensive
fucking
explosion.
insane game. Yeah.
I'm gonna say
These
if
guys are
the goalie.
unconscious out there.
if stand-up feels too hard,
I left my body this episode.
have you considered clowning? Maybe because it's really
That's red hot.
It's red
That's
hot.
red hot. It's such a great
Mm-hmm.
expression.
It's so it's powerful stuff,
Mhm.
and I think you guys, if it's a place to start, it's a place where it seems like for people that improv is too
Not naked
demanding.
enough.
And not naked enough. You don't show your tits, and you
They're
don't.
sometimes kind of naked up there.
And sometimes
Yeah.
they stumble on punchlines by accident when they do improv.
That's
And
the
if
most
that's
amazing
if
thing.
that's scary to you,
Mhm.
consider clowning because
Mhm.
they do not seem to have those hang-ups. You don't have to worry about it, and you can kind of take the time to craft your sword.
Mhm.
If the truth sword's not, and if the forge isn't even hot yet,
You got a lot of
You-
time up there
you need
because
a
you're
lot of
not
time.
really having to say stuff necessarily.
do anything
You're up there the
interesting.
whole. You could be up there for a whole night, and
Mm-hmm.
all you're doing is folding the sword.
right? Folding the sword.
Folding the sword.
If Lenny were with us today, and I can't even fucking imagine.
I-
you imagine
Yeah,
if Lenny
dude.
were up here, and that's I know that you're a stand-up. That's your fucking
How I
God.
started is I would
is
buy
your
Lenny Bruce
idol.
box sets and I would pretend to understand what he was talking about.
Mhm.
I would listen to jokes about Dwight Eisenhower and I would be in my car going, ha 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 ha, hoping somebody overheard
And the
me.
cops show it. The cops immediately, as soon as you put it in the CD,
Mhm.
woo!
Absolutely,
They're
because
gonna
it's
fucking get you.
dangerous,
They
man.
can't even just let him be dead.
They can't let
Hand
him
it over,
die.
young man. Yeah.
Mhm.
You know why I pulled you over? Because of the dangerous comedy you were listening to,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was
is
Miss Maisel
sick.
too. I can't believe they put that shit on TV. Honestly.
That-
It's not on TV. It's a fucking web series. but,
Right. But even that,
But
letting
mean,
it go on that is kind of impressive.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
that shook me up because seeing
Lenny
some of
and
the things
Bill,
they were willing to
right?
say.
Oh yeah, Bill.
And Bill, I feel like after Lenny was gone, but they
Mhm.
can't let him. They just
Well,
couldn't let
Bill,
him
they
live
just
that
kind
long.
of railroaded him. I don't see
Mhm.
any proof that he did that stuff. Like we don't really know.
Show me the proof.
Show me the proof.
No one, like literally, no one has just sat me down.
Well, I've said this about so many of these, and I'm not going to do quotes here, but so, many of these
guys.
crimes that I hear about.
Sit me down. Actually,
I go-
set a calendar
Right,
item
yeah.
for me.
Right.
Rent out an entire theater
Mhm.
and give me and my friends, a couple days in there.
Mhm.
Give us some food and stuff, and
Mhm.
like maybe some like really comfy chairs,
Mhm.
and
And
just
all
like
of it,
make
yes.
a whole presentation.
Of the proof. Yeah.
And like just show us proof of like all this stuff that I'm hearing about, all these like crimes and some of this other stuff that I guess has been happening
right.
that I just haven't really seen proof of this.
Right.
Am I, and we've talked about getting into this, but am I crazy? Can I ask questions?
Mhm.
You can. That's still legal for now.
Mhm.
Can I ask a question
Mhm.
and just see if you have an answer for me? And
Right.
can that be okay?
Or do I get to?
Mhm.
Do I have to go to jail just for asking the question
Just
about
asking.
why the guy I like is in jail?
goes all the way up to the cops.
It goes to the, and we're back to the
Back to the
cops, and we're back to
fucking cops.
firefighters,
Yes.
Mhm.
and everybody's
Mhm.
jealous of
Mhm.
entertainers. Is really what it comes down to.
That's what it is.
And I hate to just,
because they ain't.
I hate to peel it back like this, but it just
Mhm. That's what I
fundamentally-
say to her.
Mhm.
that's what I say when I take
Say
my
to my
force.
wife.
Yeah. I roll it
I
back.
hate to roll back the
Yeah.
old.
Mhm.
Yeah, but man, really, it's like this has been really good because I feel like I
It feels
understand the
amazing.
industry
This
a
has
little
been
more.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
this has been
we
incredible.
we had Hodgman in here, and
Yeah.
it was
Oh my
honestly
God.
like
Death.
So yeah,
Just
it's just
Putrid.
it's just
what a
it's enough,
putrid
man. We get it. You know?
You know what I mean?
And
He
I don't
didn't
know
wanna-
the
he
guy,
didn't
and I don't
talk
want to
about
come into
Lenny
this
and Bill.
fucking town.
He
Yeah.
didn't want to do any of that.
none
He was
of
like,
it.
"Oh,
Hey, he's like, hey, can we stop?
Right.
guys, enough. Okay, with the third rail stuff."
Right.
I'm like, Jonathan. He hated that.
He hated
let me
it.
tell you.
Hated
I'm
that.
surfing on the third rail. That's where I'm
That's
at.
so
this-
awesome.
I have a
This is what
board
I
that
love, man.
uses electricity, and I'm on the
Wow.
fucking third rail.
That's amazing.
That's what, and that's really again. I don't.
Lord, imagine that.
A board, dude.
An electric
board.
board.
Electricity.
Some sort
This
of
is the kind of
electric
shit you
board
think of. You're not
that
even. You're just a
surfs.
fucking comedian. You don't even
Yep.
do science. You just
No.
invented an electric
A
board.
future
that runs on the
seer,
third
a
rail.
warrior with a truth sword,
Mhm.
philosopher, modern day preacher. I
These are
heard
things
Pete
that
Holmes
normal
say
people-
it's like basically you're like the religious guys now.
Yeah, and I feel that definitely when I'm in a theater and it's just like,
You done
Yeah.
that show?
what's that?
You done that show?
Have you made it weird
I have
yet?
not made it weird,
You
and I am looking
haven't.
forward to make it weird. I'm looking
Okay.
forward to get into God and all that kind of
Dude,
shit.
yes, because
He's been
some of
saying-
you,
Because
yeah.
we have that, all comedians,
I was talking to Pete about this, and he said it's because Stavros is still using shampoo.
Oh, I'm not using modern mammals.
Oh,
He-
stop.
Yeah,
He mentioned that. I was like, you gotta. We're having
It's
Stavros.
time to
Fuck,
evolve.
You gotta
it
have
is
him
time.
on.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah.
You know what's
I
so
don't know.
crazy?
I'm looking at my calendar, and it looks like Stavros still using shampoo.
This is nuts because I had that book. I was gonna make it weird last year, actually, or around the Netflix festival.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
It was on the thing.
Mhm.
I put out an Instagram story where you can see some Pert Plus in the background.
Mm.
I'm talking minutes later, I got an email that said,
Well, you might notice
Pete's out of
when you
the
start to
country.
like really make it in this business, you taking a shower, you hear a little drill sound. And then you see a little camera being snaked in there.
oh, fuck, dude.
That's what that is.
That's so scary.
Mhm.
I'm
a
just
big
not meant for
blinking
this, man.
eye where the
Right.
the like hot cold lever
Yeah,
used to be.
yeah. There's a big blinking eye. It used to be, so there's no lever
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah,
Just a
that's-
big eye. There's
that's
no way to
gone.
control the water
no way
anymore.
no way to change the temperature ever again.
Fuck, dude.
It's like it's a little disconcerting when it
Right.
happens the first time, you know what I mean? But that's Uncle Pete keeping an eye on you, you know, quite literally, and you're gonna want to make sure you got the right products.
Yeah.
Because
Well, I'm you know, I guess I'll
modern
get in
mammals, though, you could have your hair could look like his.
that.
Mhm.
And I
But
have
that's a curse too, because for me, for years, he was just like, "That's the hair guy," you know.
Right.
Like it was more about his hair than it was about
Right.
like that.
The preaching, the actual
Yeah.
the
And
message, the sermon.
I really do want to get to preacher level. I've right now I've only topped out at philosopher, truth teller, and the next level is preacher when it comes to stand up.
I love
And
hearing
it's-
you say that, being
Yeah.
humble, knowing that you got a little further to go.
Yeah, I have more to
because,
go, man.
Look, your
I have more
hour's
to go.
damn near perfect.
Thank you, and a lot of
but
people
damn
are saying
near.
that.
Yeah, damn near.
And
there's
some
little
trolls
room.
on
Damn
Reddit are fucking. He's gotten up. He's in an hour. He told 8 jokes, and he kept asking me where I got my shirt, and I told him, and he didn't really have a comeback for it. And those guys are just kind of mad because they probably.
It doesn't
Let's
have to
be honest.
Yes.
Can I be honest for a second? They
Uh-huh.
probably just.
Please do.
They're probably just like. It just pisses me off. I can't even. They're just like so freaking like.
And you don't have to have like a
yeah,
like
they're
the
just
perfect
so.
And
like,
it's like
it doesn't have to be crowd work.
It's
you
just
know what
so
I mean? Well, it has to be
freaking-
work
to have
all the
like
time.
the
So
to have the perfect
freaking-
comeback
ugh.
like in the moment, like on stage, like that would be satisfying for them. It's like they don't even want to hear it because
Yeah.
the way these guys are, it sounds like from what you're describing, they're like they might not even be.
They wouldn't even get.
They-
That's the
because
thing.
they
I'm
would
doing
be
them a
just
favor
so-
not having the perfect thing. It would blow their fucking
Trust me,
feeble
you
minds.
don't even want to hear me come up
What-
with something about
that'd
you
be-
because
that-
if I did,
if I
you'd be
did-
you'd be fucking what? I don't
And that,
even-
by the way,
that
like we're
drive home
saying,
would take them straight off a bridge because they wouldn't be able to
Yeah.
live anymore if you told them the truth about them because it sounds like they're like
Right.
friggin' like something's wrong with
there's
them.
there's so much freaking
Something
wrong
is
with them, man.
wrong.
And so, by the way, what I was saying is like, if you see a post like that, that didn't happen, and I
Oh
did
my
have something
God.
good,
I don't. read
and
that
everyone
stuff.
laughed hard as fuck. But
I
yeah,
don't read that stuff.
and they talk about like this is so fucking stupid. Like some people take sips of water and you like drink a whole bottle of water
Yeah.
whenever you go back to the bottle, you're
yeah,
taking the
right.
whole thing.
Well, I
down.
have, yeah, that is a thing, and I do take bathroom breaks sometimes in the middle of the hour. And what am I gonna do? I'm a fucking human being. I can't take a fucking piss. This is truth and reality. My shit is raw. I'm Lenny.
Yes.
I'm fucking Bill.
Yeah.
You know,
Len,
I'm
you
I'm
said it
winning
was an hour.
Sony.
That's all you
bathroom
said.
breaks.
All
I
you said was
it's
it was an hour.
I drink 8 fucking straight Deer Parks. I'm not gonna have to piss.
Come on.
You,
now.
I'm, you know, and I'm.
and the venue should
Deer
be
Park
ready.
is
They take so long
so
to get up
good.
there with
they
the
put something
water.
in that stuff. That
yeah,
shit
it's
is
so
insane.
good, man. Deer Park it goes down smooth.
I call
dude.
deer piss.
Hey, come on, dude.
Hey, come
Can
on,
we-
that's not my favorite. I
we
drink.
chill?
I drink modern mammals up there. I'm not drinking Deer Park. I'm trying to get my hour going. You know what I
Right.
mean, I need to shake the right hands,
Right.
rub the
Interesting.
right shampoo bottles.
So you're trying to put your. So you're already kind of scheming. Sounds like you want
I've been
your
itching
hour.
I've been itching to get my own thing going. And what I want to do a little bit, and I've seen you guys do some of this, is
Mhm.
like you kind of present as these like. It's like you're like, I'm just some guy. I'm
Well,
just
yeah,
some
just-
scumbag. You
Right.
know what I mean? But then all of a sudden, you'll have kind of like a very, like if you get pinned down, you'll have a sort of accurate, incisive, like political take or something.
Mhm.
And so I'm like gearing up to that part.
What
'cause
is
I feel like
that?
I present,
That's the question.
I can
What is
present
that?
the one way, but then when I actually get pinned down, as far as I got is like, I go, oh man, come on. Oh, Obama's a goofball, dude.
Oh yeah, and he
But
is.
it's the
Come
like,
on.
but it's the like, oh, this guy's actually kind of smart. Like,
Right.
you know?
Yeah, I need that piece where it's like,
That's
why?
important.
Why am I saying that? You know what I
Right.
mean? Because I just said it, but like I
Right.
don't have a reason to think that.
Sure.
And I don't think other people do, which it could be good if they don't.
Mhm.
But then I've got to really show them like, oh, you weren't looking at this. And I don't even know if that's the best person to be talking about anymore.
Right. Yeah. I mean, my Romney stuff still kills personally. You can still kind of keep it going. I think there's no reason to.
That's awesome.
There's no reason
and
to.
you can kind of like zig and zag on it, so people are
Yeah.
like, does he like him or
Does he
not?
like him? What's his even point?
Yeah.
And what I like to do is the last time I heard somebody have an opinion, if I'm on a podcast, somebody asks me, I pretty much just say what the last opinion I heard
What
on the
that
topic was.
Oh,
like,
okay.
if the election comes up and I happen to be on the Uber, there was a radio and they were saying the Democrats didn't appeal to their base, I'll say that. If I'm on anyone's pod, just whatever it is.
They didn't, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
the last guy I listened to said they did. So actually, they did.
Well, that's
they
the
did.
issue wasn't that they didn't appeal to their base,
Right.
But then I don't know what I say next.
Yeah, and
then I should have what the issue is.
Well, one thing I like to do is when you say something vaguely that's kind of point shaped, feels like a point, and then you personally attack whoever you're speaking to.
Do it for me.
Yeah, you know.
Do it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you think they appeal to their base? You fucking little green hat bitch.
Don't do it like that.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
I know, but it's powerful.
So this is what
you see what happened? It's powerful.
I'm gonna learn.
This is what you pay money for.
It's powerful.
Go see this guy. Oh, this
Only way I
great
could see
comedian.
it.
Actually, just.
I'm sorry. Is it uncomfortable when I unsheath the sword? Look away if you're not fucking ready to see the truth sword.
I am little.
It
I have a
gleams.
green hat on, and goddamn.
But
if I'm
even
not a
then,
bitch.
back in where they were doing wars and stuff, they had rules. You weren't allowed to.
This
just,
ain't
like,
that, baby.
just-
This is
just
the fucking
wave it
Wild
around.
West.
You know,
We're in
people are actually
anarchy.
waiting in a line before we run at each other in the big war, and now here's this guy fucking just running out here cheating.
Maybe that's Tinseltown. But on the
Jesus
stages,
Christ.
on
So
the
this is New
in
York, I
in the
guess.
clubs,
Fuck.
there ain't no fucking rules of
So this
engagement.
is
I've heard
this
that
is
those
the table.
places are
I've heard.
This
I
is
heard
the
about
table.
the table.
This
Good
is the
Lord.
table.
Damn,
man.
I'm finally at the table, and
This
I'm
is-
intimidated.
Yeah.
I didn't know
I
it
would
was
say
gonna be
watch
like
a little
this.
Tough Crowd.
Yeah.
Watch some of your favorite comedians
I'm
support
trying to
the
get my
Iraq
hands
War.
on some of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
out there on YouTube. It'll help.
Yeah, that could be actually good for me because I am having trouble kind of hanging when I talk to a lot of other comedy people.
Yeah.
My
I get
problem is they
really
will
upset.
fucking shut up for 1 second so I can talk.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think
That's what I'd be like on a Tough Crowd.
mm-hmm.
Well,
Hey, can you let me fucking talk for 1 second?
And that would work.
I go, guys, not everybody knew what we were going to be talking about, had a whole thing, okay?
Right.
Some of
Yeah.
us
Give me
need
1
a
second
minute,
Give me
okay?
1 second to think
just
about
think
this.
of something.
Is it not being broadcast right now, right? Can I just have like 15 or 20 minutes alone?
Yeah, man. And I don't know that would work. I would kind of stick with the personal attacks. I would stick with again, half thought out sort of point and go with a personal attack.
And just stick the.
But can you imagine if we still had Tough Crowd? Like how much you would fucking crush on that? You'd be hitting like 600 on that.
one of my
show.
great sorrows
They
is
should
that
bring
I will
it
never,
back
and I would
once.
definitely crush Patrice O'Neal definitely wouldn't hate me if he knew me. That's for sure. I definitely wouldn't get bullied, and I definitely haven't been bullied by all those guys in my real life. I've never been made to feel really bad by Colin Quinn or Robert Kelly in my life. Never. I would definitely crush on that show for sure.
That's cool.
tell you
Just
what.
knowing that your heroes would like
would
you.
like me.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a story about Dave Attell right now. Bye.
That was a Headgum podcast.